Hello and welcome to today's video. Today is one of my first shark videos I will be doing, and it will be covering a long range of species until this time lapse of Mead-Triangle great white shark ends. So yeah, every one of these species will be endangered, and if they're not, I will let you guys know. And yeah, so sit tight and allow us to dive into the world of sharks. The great white shark. A great white shark is very common among human society, and some might only know the species. But by the end of this video, I hope that changes if you are one of those people. The great white shark can be found in the twilight and daylight zones. They live in all major oceans, including the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. Their main diet consists of seals, sea otters, other sharks, baby dolphins, sea lions, garbage, rice, and basically anything smaller than itself. I will note that them attacking humans is very rare, and I'm not a scientist. I don't study attacks at all, so if you wish, you can go do your own research on that, or just check out any other major shark YouTubers. My favorite shark YouTuber is Shark Bites, so you should totally check him out. Next slide for the great white sharks. Great white sharks are warm-blooded. This means that they can raise their body temperature above the water temperature. This gives them energy to hunt. They have electroreception. I can never pronounce that word. I'm sorry. Yeah. Great whites can see electromagnetic fields, which helps them navigate the ocean. This makes up for their bad eyesight and, yeah. Toxic blood. Great white sharks have high levels of heavy metal in their blood, but this doesn't seem to affect their health. This is just some of their many unique features. Next, let's go to the goblin shark, which is probably almost endangered, but since we can barely study the shark due to the depths that it lives in, we are not sure, so I've listed it as not extinct. Not endangered, I'm sorry. The goblin shark is an incredibly rare species. I could only find creepy pictures. This is on a slide that I made a year ago, so check the information yourself if you want to do some research here. Some call them the living fossil due to fossil evidence that dates back to 125 MYA, millions of years ago. This was before the asteroid that killed most dinosaurs even hit our planet. That means they survived one of the greatest mass extinctions. They are found in cold waters of the Midnight Zone, Abyssal Zone, and the Haddle Zone. They can be found in the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Ocean. Their main diet consists of a deep sea fish, squid, cuttlefish, octopus, garbage, octopi. We're moving on. Garbage deep sea crustaceans like crab, lobsters, woodlice, and crayfish. They have some of the obvious unique features like their giant snout, hence their name, weird teeth, and ugly face, but some are more unobvious, like their pinkish purplish and weird gray skin. This is because of their thin, translucent skin and blood. They also have wrinkled skin, small fins, weak skeletons, poorly developed muscles, and tiny eyes. They survived in mass extinction. Insane. Goblin sharks do lay eggs. How long it takes is unknown, but we're lucky to know that they do lay eggs since it is a very rare species. When a goblin shark eats, its teeth reach out of its mouth. In an adult goblin shark's teeth can reach a total of 9 inches. You should look this up on There's a video that made by National Geographic which captures this moment beautifully, and I like watching the video a lot. Next is the Greenland shark, and it's an endangered species. The Greenland shark lives in the depths of the ocean, Midnight Zone, or Abyssal Zone. Although they have been seen higher than the Midnight Zone, they live in the cold Arctic and North Atlantic Oceans. They're scavenger sharks. They may also be active hunters as well due to a note dating back to the 1800s, where a human foot was supposedly found in the stomach of a Greenland shark, although it is unlikely because these guys do live in the midnight and abyssal zones, which are very deep in, like, the ocean. Yeah. They usually feed off things like they find in the depths. This is usually carcasses of the dead animals that they find, like whales. Most Greenland sharks go blind due to parasites that infect their eyes, but usually that heightens their other senses like smell, taste, and hearing. The average lifespan for a Greenland shark is 250 to 500 years. They will usually live around 250 to 400 years blind, obviously due to the parasite that will infect their eyes. Greenland sharks are one of the many sharks that do not lay eggs. Instead, they have soft shell. They just give birth to live pups. I don't know why I had to do that. An average amount of pups is 10 at a time. Their average pregnancy time is 8 to 18 years. Oceanic whitetip. Moving to a warmer climate, the oceanic whitetip lives in the daylight zone and the twilight zones in the waters of the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. They are found in tropical and warm oceans. Oceanic whitetips are active hunters, often hunting squids, sea turtles, seabirds, whales, dolphins, garbage, other sharks, stingrays, crabs, and lobsters, and marine mammals. Mouthful. Am I still... Did I pause it again? No, I didn't. Okay. Gotta check and make sure it's lined up. Yep. We're good? Sorry. Most oceanic whitetips have pilotfish following them. This is because the oceanic whitetip won't eat them, as it wastes all their energy just chasing the small fish. It gives protection to the pilotfish. For example, if, say, one of the pilotfish's many predators sees a large group of pilotfish, but let's say this predator is also prey of the oceanic whitetip, or it's an oceanic whitetip itself, or some other shark. This will often scare away the predators, making the pilotfish safe, although the oceanic whitetip gets no benefits from this. Sorry, I keep pausing because I need to change the slides. They have a couple unique features. I'm worried. Does it keep pausing on you guys? No? Alright. A couple seconds behind, that's okay. They have a couple of unique features, including round dorsal fins and a long petal-like pectoral fins. They also have unique white markings on their pectoral and dorsal fins. An average lifespan for an oceanic whitetip is 25 to 36 years. Usually they die at age 25. The oldest specimen was 36 years old before death. The oceanic whitetips give birth to live pups. They can give birth to 5 to 15 pups at a time. They are usually 10 to 12 months of pregnancy. The bull sharks, endangered. Bull sharks can be found in tropical to subtropical waters worldwide in the daylight and twilight zones. They can also be found in fresh water, lakes, and rivers. Bull sharks are more likely to bite you, although it's still unlikely. They're one of the more aggressive sharks, as I just said. Usually they are the main test biters. Their main diet consists of fish, other sharks, rays, turtles, seals, birds, garbage, and other marine mammals. A more interesting shark. A bull shark unique features are their size, 8 to 11 feet, which is small, kind of, for their bite force, which is 1,350 pounds per square inch. I got this off of Google a year ago, so I think that might be really far off, actually. And an ability to breathe in both salt and fresh waters. An average bull shark lifespan is 12 to 16 years, although in captivity they live up to 30 years. Females are thought to, by some scientists to live a little longer than males. Females or sharks are often bigger than males. Bull sharks do not lay eggs. They are part of the big group that don't. They give birth, live birth instead. Their average pregnancy time is 11 to 10 months. And that will be a wrap for today's video. You guys will finish the speed paint as I will make my closing just here. So feel free to finish the speed paint if you just want to hear about the sharks in general. That's cool. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Good.